Hello YouTube, Tammy is a yarn crafter here. Gonna be doing 2 videos back to back just because we're coming up to midnight and I meant to do this one a little earlier today and totally slipped my mind. So first video is for what am I working on? Well, I know I showed you guys a few weeks back some socks I was making with 100% wool that I had won from Erin over at Crafting Kitty Creator Spotlight a few months, well, this was about 4 or 5 months ago now I won this yarn. Well, when you seen the socks last, I was at the point to make the heel. Now the heel pattern I use, it's a pretty simple pattern. I actually really like it. I've used it now in a few pairs of my socks I've made. And I put on the video again anyhow, just to refresh memories. I don't make socks a whole lot. They're not something that's constantly on the go with me. So I got to do a little refresh type thing that we have to do every once in a while. And I thought, okay, yeah, I remember now what I got to do. And off I went. I think I was, I don't know, on my 8th or 9th decrease or something like that. And the yarn is like a woven, fuzzy, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to show this here. Let me see if I can get a darker color section. But it's like, it's not spun, like, at all. If it is, it's very, very loosely spun. Like, I don't know how well you guys can see. Like, it's fuzzy and it's plump and I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, going along on my one sock, doing the heel, because I do one at a time, even though I was doing 2 socks at once. The heel part you gotta do one at a time, no big deal. Then all of a sudden I messed up and I didn't pick up the loop the right way, and I thought I did do what I had to do, and I didn't and made a mess. And I'm looking at it thinking, okay, it's all fuzzy, it's all sticking together, I can't fix it. I just pulling up my hair, and I, like I've explained in the past, when it comes to knitting, if I've made a mistake, I've got to rip it right back to beginning. So again, I ripped them out. And this isn't the first time I ripped out these socks. I did it a while back too. So I thought, okay, with that issue I just had with that heel, I'm not making socks with this yarn. There's no way, no how. It's 100% wool. Wool doesn't bother me. I'd be able to wear them as winter socks, even though they'll be like short socks type idea. But the wool would keep my feet nice and warm, especially at the camper and stuff like that. So I thought, that's why I was going the route of socks. Well, then I was on one of Erin's older videos, just, one I haven't seen yet. And it was for last year's Things We're Making Thursday for the month of January. And the theme back then was slippers. And she was talking about just, the regular standard knitted slippers that, we all probably had at least one pair, either from our parents or our grandmother, or like, who knows, like I had multiple pairs. I remember that growing up, and I've made multiple pairs since. So I thought, I can work those 2 at a time. And even though they're wool still, so I went up a couple sizes on my knit needles. And I cast it on both slippers, sorry. Now, the yarn color on the band says they're the exact same colorway, but these slippers are going to be so different in color. And I am doing 2 at a time. So there's slipper 1, and I am at the point to start the heel, or the toe. Sorry, not the heel, the toe. And here is slipper 2. Now, as you can see, there's that little bit of yellow there at the bottom, and it goes back into the brown again. That's where the tie-on was for that skein. So I'm repeating more or less this section down here got repeated again up here. But they are the same yarn. It's just one's got a lot of yellow and brown, and the other one's got more brown, green, and like a tealy blue almost. And like I said, I'm about ready to do the toe. And for each ball, I've got this much left. So once I get the toe down, which I think for this one that's got a lot of yellow in it, I think I'll be in the green section somewhere. And there is blue in here. And this one with a lot of yellow. It's only a little bit of blue, but there is some blue in there. Won't see it in that sock. And then this one with the blues and the browns and stuff. I think I'm going to get into the brown section. I don't think I'll get to the green section. And there is green in that one. So as you can see, the colors are in there. It's just, I'm not going to get to them. So, and I'm not going to make pom-poms. Like I know as a kid, we had pom-poms on our slippers, either on the front where the sewing ended in the opening part for your foot, or if they were little pom-poms, they were on the heel section, like the top part of your heel. So yeah, I'm at the point to do toes. That's the only whip I've been working on. I worked on it a lot at the camper when hubby and I were there on the weekend. But now, definitely more rows than you would do if you were doing like holding two worsted weight yarns together, which is very common for this style of slipper, and usually a bigger knit needle than what I'm using. But yep, that's my whip. So I'm going to get this little video uploaded, and then I will be back, same apparel, and I'm going to record and upload the second video after I upload this one. So yeah, a double today. I'm sorry guys, like I said, I meant to do this video earlier in the daytime and totally slipped the hey, it's Wednesday. I normally show you my whips on Wednesday, and you know how the day gets away from you, right? And I didn't even do a whole lot of crafting today. Actually, I don't think I did any work on my slippers today, so it's not like I got busy crafting. I think I was, as of the weekend, was ready to do the toe, but didn't have that part of the pattern with me, so I didn't get them done. So anyways, I will be back in a moment, and we'll see you then. Bye for now.